Hey everyone, welcome back to Brew and Boost, your daily shot of news and English that actually sticks. I'm Emily.
And I'm Jake. Today we're looking at a world where your Uber driver might just be a computer.
Yep, Waymo, Tesla, even Amazon are all trying to take the wheel in the race to dominate self-driving cars.
All right, here's a quick quiz before we hit the road. According to a recent Waymo study, by how much do pedestrian injury crashes decrease when a self-driving car is in control? Is it A, 72% fewer, B, 92% fewer, or C, 61% fewer?
I'll guess A 72 cent, but that's just a shot in the dark.
Stick around till the end to see if you're right. But first, here's a quick look at what's really driving the autonomous car revolution.
Self-driving cars used to feel like science fiction. But today, companies like Waymo and Tesla are racing to take the wheel, literally. These cars are designed to operate without a human driver, and they're already rolling through cities like San Francisco and Austin. Waymo seems to be ahead of the curve, offering over 250,000 rides a week. Tesla, on the other hand, is trying to catch up using cheaper camera-based technology. Elon Musk even claims Tesla cars will soon drive themselves and give rides to customers with no one behind the wheel. Still, not everyone is on board. Some people raise eyebrows when they hear about self-driving cars. Can a machine be trusted in bad weather? What happens if the car makes a mistake? One big concern is, if there's a crash, who's responsible? Despite the challenges, experts say driverless cars could reshape our cities. We might not even need stoplights someday if cars can talk to each other. But until the tech becomes more reliable and laws catch up, we're still driving in the slow lane.
Let's break it down, one sentence at a time.
Self-driving cars are no longer a distant dream.
That's a great opener. A distant dream means something that felt far away or impossible before, but now it's starting to happen.
Right? We're saying it's not sci-fi anymore, it's real.
Companies like Waymo are already offering rides with no one at the wheel.
No one at the wheel just means there's no human driving. The car is fully autonomous.
And Waymo's doing this in multiple cities now. They've got thousands of robotaxis already operating in the US.
In fact, Waymo is clearly ahead of the curve, handling hundreds of thousands of trips each week.
Here comes our first key expression, ahead of the curve. It means they're leading the industry. They've advanced faster than others.
It originally comes from graphs. If you're ahead of the curve, you're ahead of the trend or performance line.
Meanwhile, Tesla is trying to catch up using cheaper camera tech.
And here's key expression number 2, catch up. It means trying to reach the same level as someone who's already ahead.
Tesla's approach is different. They use cameras, not expensive sensors like LiDAR, which is what Waymo uses.
Elon Musk says robotaxis will soon be everywhere, but not everyone is convinced.
Not everyone is convinced means people are still skeptical. They don't fully believe in the safety or readiness of the technology yet. The idea of computers taking control can still raise eyebrows, especially when it comes to safety and legal responsibility after a crash.
That's expression number 3, raise eyebrows. It means to surprise or concern people. In this case, people are uneasy about safety and accountability.
And let's be real, who's responsible when a car with no driver causes an accident? It's a legal gray area in many places.
But experts say this shift could reshape our cities, removing stoplights and changing how traffic flows.
Expression number 4, reshape. It means to change something significantly, especially the structure or layout.
We're not just talking about cars. If they're all communicating digitally, we might not need stoplights or even crosswalks in the same way.
Ready or not, autonomous cars are here, and they're starting to take the wheel.
Last key phrase, take the wheel. It literally means to drive, but here it also means taking control of the future of transportation.
Fun fact, it's also used metaphorically, like I'm going to take the wheel on this project, meaning I'll lead.
And that wraps up our breakdown. If some of those phrases felt fast, no worries. We've got you covered in the expression spotlight.
But first, let's hear that article one more time. all the way through.
Self-driving cars used to feel like science fiction. But today, companies like Waymo and Tesla are racing to take the wheel, literally. These cars are designed to operate without a human driver, and they're already rolling through cities like San Francisco and Austin. Waymo seems to be ahead of the curve, offering over 250,000 rides a week. Tesla, on the other hand, is trying to catch up using cheaper camera-based technology. Elon Musk even claims Tesla cars will soon drive themselves and give rides to customers with no one behind the wheel. Still, not everyone is on board. Some people raise eyebrows when they hear about self-driving cars. Can a machine be trusted in bad weather? What happens if the car makes a mistake? One big concern is, if there's a crash, who's responsible? Despite the challenges, experts say driverless cars could reshape our cities. We might not even need stoplights someday if cars can talk to each other. But until the tech becomes more reliable and laws catch up, we're still driving in the slow lane.
Expression Spotlight. Welcome back. It's time for Expression Spotlight, where we unpack the 5 key phrases from today's article and help you use them with confidence.
These are expressions that don't just sound natural, they unlock fluency. Because they show up everywhere, from everyday chats to news reports and workplace meetings.
Let's start with take the wheel. Literally, it means to drive a car, but it's often used metaphorically to mean take control of a situation.
You'll hear this in group projects, families, even in crisis, like, he took the wheel after the manager quit, or it's time for someone else to take the wheel in this relationship.
There's a slight feeling of leadership or responsibility, like stepping up when something needs direction.
In today's story, it works both ways. Self-driving cars are literally taking the wheel, and the companies making them are trying to take the wheel in the industry.
Pro tip, you might also hear this in religious songs or jokes, like Jesus take the wheel, meaning someone's giving up control and hoping for divine help.
Next is ahead of the curve. This comes from statistics. Imagine a bell curve showing average performance. If you're ahead of the curve, you're outperforming the majority.
It's a great way to praise someone. She's always ahead of the curve on tech trends, or that startup was ahead of the curve in AI.
It can also be used to describe preparation. Investing in renewable energy puts them ahead of the curve.
Be careful, though. You don't usually say someone is behind the curve. That exists, but it sounds more critical. So just remember, ahead of the curve equals positive edge. Number 3, catch up. Super common and super flexible. The basic meaning is to reach someone who is ahead of you, physically, emotionally, or competitively.
For example, I had the flu and now I need to catch up on work. Or, she stayed after class to catch up on what she missed.
In our article, Tesla is trying to catch up with Waymo in the robotaxi race.
But you'll also hear this in friendly situations, like let's grab lunch and catch up, meaning let's reconnect and share updates.
One tip, catch up is usually followed by on or with, like catch up on sleep, catch up on emails, or catch up with a friend.
Number 4, raise eyebrows. This is a fun one. Imagine hearing something strange and your eyebrows go up like, wait, what?
It means something caused surprise, doubt, or concern, like his sudden resignation raised eyebrows at the company.
Or, wearing pajamas to a job interview will definitely raise eyebrows. You get the idea. It's often about behavior that's unusual or questionable.
Also note, it doesn't always mean bad, just unexpected or controversial, like the bold new design raised eyebrows in the fashion world. Last but not least, reshape. Today's word of the day. This one means to change something in a significant or fundamental way.
You can reshape cities, like in today's story, but also ideas, habits, industries.
Example, remote work is reshaping how companies think about office space. Or that book reshaped my thinking about success.
There's a feeling of rebuilding, not just editing. It's big picture change.
Also, you'll often see this in future focused writing. AI will reshape healthcare. Climate change may reshape global trade.
All right, quick recap of today's 5 key expressions. Take the wheel. That means to take control of something, whether it's a car or a situation. Ahead of the curve, used when someone's more advanced, informed, or prepared than others. Catch up, to close the gap between you and someone who's ahead of you. Raise eyebrows, when something causes surprise, concern, or a little suspicion. Reshape, to change something in a big or meaningful way.
Try using just one of these in a sentence today. Say it out loud, use it in a comment. Build your fluency one phrase at a time.
All right, time to check that quiz answer. Emily, you went with 72% fewer crashes, right?
Yep, fingers crossed I wasn't too far off.
Not bad, but the correct answer is actually 92% fewer. According to Waymo's study, driverless cars had a huge drop in pedestrian injury crashes.
Wow, 92%? That's a lot more than I expected. Maybe these cars do deserve a little more credit.
Yeah, still plenty of road bumps to figure out, but it's a step in a safer direction.
And that's where we'll leave it for today. Thanks for riding along with us.
We'll be back tomorrow with more headlines and everyday English that sticks.
Until then, stay curious, stay sharp, and maybe don't play soccer in front of a robotaxi.
Good call. See you next time.